Hey guys. Welcome to Level Up Yoga Coaching, the place to be to connect with your intuition and inner wisdom, to reveal your purpose behind your pain. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about showing up for yourself. So whether you are struggling to show up for meetings at work or goals that you have set for your personal growth and development, or anything, what is blocking you? So a big part of the coaching container, having conversations with someone who is a compassionate witness to your process, is identifying blocks. So in order to know what is stopping you from showing up for yourself, we need to ask that question. What is blocking you from showing up? In life, we have a lot of things being thrown at us constantly, and it can be hard to decipher what the priority is. So another powerful question that we ask in coaching is, what do you value the most? What is a priority for you, and what do you want? What do you want? So this question can be really challenging because we often have been living our lives and doing things for others for so long that we've distanced ourselves from what we actually want. So I'm just going to leave you with those two questions today. One, what do you want? And two, what is blocking you from getting that thing? Right? So if it's, I want to be more confident. So what's stopping you? Just be more confident, right? What's getting in the way? I want to show up for meetings that I set on my calendar. So what's stopping you? Show up, right? These are two very important questions. So if you don't know, right, and a very common response to all of these questions is, I don't know. I have no idea. Great, there's nothing wrong with not knowing yet, right? We don't know yet. Acknowledge that you will know in the future. This is not like doomsday. This is my only chance to answer this. And then I would invite you to ask yourself the question, what's behind the I don't know? What's there that is just on the other side of I don't know? Because I don't know can also be a block, right? It's like a knee-jerk, I don't know, help me, save me. But in this process of looking within and stopping the chatter of the external world, it's very important we have to go through this process, right? We have to allow ourselves to say, I don't know, it's okay. It's okay. We're all okay. We are allowed to not know. And what's behind that? What's beyond that, right? So sit with yourself, ask yourself. I said it was only two questions. Now it's three. If I keep talking, it's going to be more because this is what I do, right? I ask you questions so that you can reflect on yourself and evoke awareness within you. A major tenet of the coaching philosophy, particularly holistic coaching, is evoking awareness in you. So I do that by asking you powerful questions. So these are three powerful questions that you can take with you and use whenever you want. So grab those journals, roll out your yoga mat. If you're having trouble answering the questions with words, because our human minds have limited verbiage to put to the thoughts that we think and the feelings that we feel, the emotions, the psychic energy, the intuition, then maybe do a little bit of movement, move the body, see if energy shifts, and maybe something will come up that will be an answer to that question. You are always connected to divine source. You are always being supported, and you are the expression of the divine needing to bring your unique energy into the world. You are incredibly unique, and you have a superpower that is different from all other beings because we are all part of one source. If we were all the same thing, source would look boring as her, okay? But Source is not. Source is infinite. So we are all human expressions of Source, of universe, of the divine, of God, Goddess. We are not all the same, but we are all one. So what is that extremely unique beauty, light, love that only you have that is asking to be expressed in the world? And part of what that is being like trapped inside of your pain. So take a look at these 3 questions and then also ask, is there pain in my life? What are my pain points? Because within those pain points, you have expertise, right? There is nothing that you have experienced pain in that you don't know like the back of your hand. Okay? I've been through depression, divorce, verbal abuse, domestic violence, sexual abuse, perpetrated by myself, mind you, as a very young child. These are all my pain points. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the most powerful one. Back pain, herniated discs. So I have specific expertise in all of these areas. Never mind all the experiences that I've had over the 42 years of my life. You have that experience. You have that expertise in the things that are hurting you. The only reason you are experiencing any pain at all, any suffering, is because that is the window through which you are able to relate to others who are also going through that and suffering from that you are able to share with them once you get to the healed part of your journey, right? The thriving part, then you have the beauty of reflection to look back and say, oh, how did I get here? Because we can never know how we're going to get there until we're there. We can never know what is going to happen to us, with us, through Source, until we come to that point. So I'm there, right? Thriving and jabbing, looking back on all of the pain and trauma that I experienced and processed. You know, all those times I was screaming into the void, like, why? Why am I going through this? Why am I so depressed? Why do I have all this pent up rage and anger and shame and guilt and self hate? Why? Why do I have all of this? Well, what I'm telling you is at that point, I also did not know, but I also didn't ask for the answers. I was screaming, why? But that's not a supportive question to ask, right? What would have been more supportive of me would have been to say, how can I express what I'm here to express more fully? How can I use what I do know to help myself? How can I live more happily? How can I create more ease in my life? How? Not why. Why is this happening to me? Because it's not important why. Why did my father abuse me? Why am I constantly depressed? Why did my lumbar L5S1 vertebrae herniate when I was 20 years old? Only 20 years old. Why? The why doesn't matter, but I'll tell you the why. Because I wasn't aware of what my purpose was. And it took going through that pain and suffering to recognize, oh, I'm meant to be helping people through this pain. That's why I went through all that suffering. Because now I'm on the other side. We are all guides. We are all teachers. We are all microcosms of Source. You are the whole fucking universe in one body, one human body, skin suit, flesh. That's all this is, right? But you're supreme superpower comes from the exact thing that you experience, getting there, getting to a point where you're like, oh, cool. There was love in that. There was love in my father screaming atrocities to me. There was love there. He was just a scared little boy, right? That taught me forgiveness, taught me how to love him, right? There was love in all of the people that came to support me when my spine was herniated. I had so much love in my life, but I wasn't seeing it. I wasn't acknowledging that I am really supported and loved always, not just by the other humans and the family members and the loved ones around me, friends, but by Source herself. I call her, yeah. And now on the other side of that, as I'm making decisions for myself so that I can help others, what I get to feel and experience exponentially now is love, is pure, unconditional love. And it's calling, it's like I'm attracting it into myself because I am aware this terrible thing was meant to just show me, look, there might be a terrible thing, but what there actually is on the other side of that is infinite wonderful things, wonder and joy and bliss and love, ease and flow. I've been in the depths of despair and going through it and not really recognizing that there was a purpose behind it was fucking torturous. So if you're going through a period right now where you're feeling completely tortured, just know there is a purpose for it. It is not to punish you. It is not to torture you. That is not the purpose of it. The purpose is that so you learn there is support, there is love, I can find it, and I can choose to go in that direction. And then once I get to the point of ease and love and grace and flow, I can share how I got there with other people to help them. It's like, we're just like a big Noah's Ark, right? We're just like trying to get people onto the ark. And people are like, no, I want to stay in this flood. I want to be swept away. I deserve it. I'm a terrible human. No, you're not. Just get on the boat, yo. Come on. We don't want you to drown. We want you to float in the flow, in the storm, right? So to recap, bring it all back. What do you want? What is blocking you? What do you know? Right? What's behind the I don't know? Share in the comments. Mwah. Love you. Thanks for watching. If you want more of this on a one-to-one level to deal with your specific trauma, pain, uncover it, reveal your purpose, live a life of bliss and joy. Look at me. I live in an open air hut directly on the river. Like, I watch sunrise and sunset every day. I like life is beautiful. I was in a place where I hated everything and everyone, including myself. And now I know that all of life is made of love. You want a little piece of that for yourself? Schedule a chat with me. I promise you'll laugh. I promise you'll have a new awareness, an aha moment. And I'm not going to try to sell you shit. I'm just going to tell you what you ask me and tell you the answers that you ask me and ask you more questions too. Because that's the beauty of coaching. We just ask what needs to be expressed. What's asking to be expressed? There's a fourth question for you. All right, I'm out of here. Bye.